Was he holding the time? Hello friends, day 35, bar is closed. Alright, still in Sheridan, Wyoming, down here at the office, chilling out. It's blue skies, snow out, but warm. Really kind of streaky white clouds, perfect western day. Can't see, your breath when you breathe, so it's not that cold. Hence a lighter layer of outerwear. It's good. It's good living, quiet small town living. Having, different waves of urges to drink in the sense that like when I am recognizing like when and how they're happening, primarily around reward systems. Like, I've finished something stressful. I want to reward myself and have a drink or have a few and enjoy it. So I've got this kind of in my head now. I don't feel like there's like this poison out there that I'm trying to avoid. I'm pretty much in clear avoidance, but I do have a little romanticism of how good it might taste or it would feel when I have these little bouts of stress. When I get over the first round of stress of, I just got that done and pushed that through and God, I could use a drink, right? So there's that one. There's also, when you kind of get the letdowns, kind of punches in the stomach or quick one to the chest that feels heavy. I've had a few of those here recently, so it's like, yeah, those are the ones that make you just want to sit down and have some drinks. So I'm getting that and recognizing when that happens. And then there's more, right? That's two of the categories, and we'll continue to kind of, just scrape them around and toss them down the road. But I was thinking about some other ones too of just, they don't come to mind now, but yeah, there's these little nuances of this is the perfect time to drink. So that's that, but no perfect time to drink right now when you're operating in a sobriety window because you're honoring yourself and your own discipline and decisions. So that ain't going down. But one other thing that I think about as I'm now romanticizing kind of that first drink coming back is also kind of recognizing where I actually feel like when I'm boozy, drunky, when I've actually said what I mean, more so than I would when I'm sober, when I actually passionately reached out more so than I would have when I was sober, when I cried a little bit stronger and more openly, when I was boozy than I did when I was sober. And I gotta say, doing some inventory, there are a variety of times in my life, from recent until, many moons ago, that I really honor that person in me and that I respect those scenarios and situations where that occurred. And I really think that there was some real wins there. And this isn't an excuse or some finding whatever this is. Like, this is where it's the potion. This is where I feel like I could channel. This is where I feel like I could get the root of the guttural shit that was hanging in my heart or at the bottom of my stomach or whatever out to my loved ones. That's the only time you ever invest that kind of energy. So that person exists. I respect him. I honor him. I welcome him back in some ways. When and how and under what circumstances we'll see, but that person's for real. At the same vein, spending some time, my sons are here, like I said, and close by and adults, and we're embarking in this new adult relationship as men. And I can honestly say that as I'm kind of continually doing some assessment of my own identity versus the identity of myself as a father versus a community member versus whatever, just those me's that are involved. I think my kids have probably seen that me in those circumstances 5 times, a handful of times where I was just hollering and hammering it up with them about something I was very passionate about while I was boozy, that was significant in their lives, that I feel like that was the way I was going to break through, and it worked. There's not many other chances that I took with them on that front, but, I could start doing that in my life now if I wanted to. But my point, I guess, is that there's also an aspect of me that recognizes that I wouldn't roll the dice on that person coming out in my fatherhood role any more now than I did then. And that a sober father is probably the better father out of the two characters, if you had to just paint him as two characters at this point. One passionate, boozy, visceral, open, minded kind of, open mouth kind of guy, and a sober character of a father who would probably choose to spend more time listening. So yeah, fatherhood makes me want to be sober. But some of the reasons why I really love and desperately also want to drink is because I want to roar passionately for things that I care about and people that I care for.
Liquor